Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be looking at SS4 Gogeta again, and this time we're going to be looking at team builds for the character and how to build teams around him and what assists work the best with them. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe. We're going to have more content like this in the future on the Beastcoast Fighting Game channel, so stay tuned.
Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So I've been playing him a lot. I keep saying I don't want to play him, but I keep playing him, which is pretty weird because I think he's actually pretty good. And over time, I've been feeling like he's actually a more flexible character than I thought originally. So generally, I like him on point. So the types of teams I feel like you can play with him are pretty interesting. I like playing DPs with him because I can't play the game without DPs because I'm a child. So I like playing Master Roshi with him, and then I like a neutral assist as well. So I use Surprise. Cool. So this is DP Beam, which works with everybody, which also works with him, which is really nice. And the nice thing about playing Roshi with him too is that he sets up the instant air dash mix-ups really, really easily with him from basically everywhere. Just really, really, really nice. And of course, he doesn't have good full screen presence. In a traditional sense, right? Because he didn't have a beam, doesn't have a T-Blast, blah, blah, blah. So then instead we use Broly to cover that for us. And then you have a nice little team here.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think you can play a lot of conventional assists like beams and defensive like DP assists like OK said. The thing with DP assists with him that are really good is because he has like the 2 air dashes that like adds to his air movement, is when you're kind of just jumping around and moving around with them, having the threat of the DP assist is like exemplified, I guess, because you're like, okay, I need to try to catch him because he's jumping around, and then you can just get hit by like maybe like UI assist or Roshi assist or Tingoan assist or something, and it's actually like quite annoying to catch him while he has a DP assist available. And also, like what LK said with the beam assist or like the projectile assist, it's really important for him. I think it's like extra important with him, and that's like my team here. I'll pick it right now. It's Gogeta, Piccolo, and Tien, and I have Dodon Ray for this team because I think having like a full screen beam presence is really important with them, in the same way that it's actually important for Piccolo because he doesn't have the full screen options. Like he doesn't have a full screen key blast. So I feel like having a strong full screen assist is really important when you're just getting key blast zone super hard. So just call your beam and make it all go away, and you can approach your opponent really well with it.
Mm-hmm. So a big thing with him is going to be like, you want to like play him because we both have teams here that are point Gogeta teams, but it's like, do you want him to be in front or do you want support? He's not actually like super great at supporting a team, so yeah, his best assist, like we talked about last time, is probably like the B assist. And while lariat assists have always been in the game and people are like really familiar with them, they're not assists that like you're necessarily like, man, like Gogeta has a lariat assist, time to pick him. You know what I mean? So there's other ways you can approach team building with him, in that, like, let's say you're a Bardock player and you're down bad and you're like, man, they really did this to my boy Bardock after 2 years of him being top tier. What should I do? You can play Gogeta and put him in that slot. So you can play like a traditional team like Android 21 point, then get rid of Daddy Bardock and put Gogeta there, and then play whatever beam you want in the back, and then you just run that B assist, and it's basically the same thing as playing like Bardock's Lariat assist, except you get to be Super Saiyan 4 instead of low class Saiyan. So you can swap characters really easily if you were using a Lariat assist.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think playing him in the second slot is pretty reasonable because of just how flexible like the lariat type assist is in general. It's kind of crazy, like that assist like was used by everybody, right? Because there's only one type of assist in previous seasons, and like I felt like it was just like every character could kind of use it, right? You just super dash call it, or use it in your block strings, or jump over them call it. Like very easy to use assist, and I feel like like using like a lariat assist again, I'm just like, damn, I like missed this. Like, hey, I've missed this like type of assist, and it's even better with him like compared to Bardock because it's even more plus, right? It's plus 33, and it has like better hit stun by far, and it's also projectile invul. Though the projectile invul, I gotta say, it's been letting me down a lot, but I gotta get better at it. I gotta get better at calling it. But yeah, I've been getting hit out at the startup of it. It's like, come on, where's my projectile invul? Come through Gogeta. But yeah, I love the assist a lot, and it is actually, yeah, it makes sense that it's as flexible as it is. I think the only thing that I'm really like going back and forth on and why I'm playing him on point is like I feel like you need to build the team around him is to level up with and like to have like just multiple assists to improve his neutral game. I feel like that's really important for him. And like when you have him in a second slot, you know, your first character dies, he's not the focus, then it could get kind of rough. But I still think it could still work in playing him in a support role. Like I could definitely see that work.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely with you. Like I was basically just like floating that because you know he does have like basically the main assist is his B assist. So if there was like something else a player was running and they want to play Gogeta but they don't want to like just dump their whole team and to like make a team just for him, it's pretty easy to just like, oh well, you know, as a lariat assist I can kind of just like toss him in there. I'm mostly with you. Like most teams that have him are probably going to be focused on like he is going to be a big part of the plan of the team if you play him for like 80% of people. So like I kind of agree with that. Like I can't really think of a reason where someone's like, okay, let me try out Gogeta Anchor. Like let's put him in the back for the backup. Because the logic should be like your team order is. The team order doesn't matter so much in Dragon Ball. The main thing that matters, why the order matters, is what happens if you're losing really badly.
Yeah.
So, like, Gogeta is not going to, like, save you if, like, your point dies. It's probably better to just run him on point and then have, like, some type of standard support that is a order that you like. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
I totally agree. I think having him anchor, like when you have an anchor character, usually, I'm sure you've talked about this a lot on your channel, but having an anchor character like has a couple requirements. I think it's having strong solo mix-up and like really strong neutral control by themselves. And Gogeta does have pretty strong solo pressure. Like I think he kind of fits in that category, but his solo neutral is so miserable in my opinion. Like I really feel like in the solo matchups, the 1v1 matchups that occur that become much more relevant in the end game, it's very difficult. Like you're gonna fight some even Yamcha or like SSJ Goku or Android 21 Anchor, and they're just gonna keep hitting S over and over, and you're just gonna be like, well, I can't. This kind of sucks. I got a dash block and
I got a super dash.
Yeah, I got a super dash, or maybe I'll EX Lariat. Hopefully that'll work. It sucks. It really sucks. So like, I think playing him Anchor is not his best position. It's sure point, and you can play him second as well, pretty flexibly. Just use the Lariuses.
I think that's all we got. I think pretty.
I wanted to add. You wanted to add about the level ups? I was gonna say something about that.
No, you can. Actually no, I should mention something too. But you go first. Actually, there's something I forgot about level up too. Yeah. So when playing him on point, I think there's like a couple ways to go about playing him. I think a lot of people are really focused on leveling up with him right now to get to level 7. You don't have to, and in my opinion, I don't think it should be your full main game plan when you're playing neutral with them. I think it's when you get hits, get Oki, get block strings, you can get the levels there. That's cool, and there's assists that will let you do that better. I think Roshi B is like probably the best example of this, but there are other assists as well. Like I think Piccolo assist is pretty good for this too. A lot of like basic assists will let you get a level up in a block string as well, gaplessly, which is pretty nice. Getting 2 levels in one assist call though is pretty rare, and I think assists like Piccolo, Roshi, even like 16B, you know, if you like 16,
you can get that and really focus on a level up strategy if you want to do that. And
so there's a little nugget where also another type of assist that works really well with him actually is C assist too because of this. And as ApologyMan said, and I agree, when you're playing him, you're not really trying to level up. Like it comes up in cases where like if they're running away from you a lot, then you level up and they go, oh snap, I gotta chase him. Or you could do it in block strings if you want. But if you do DP Spark, you can get 5 to 7 levels depending on how many assists you have. So if you DP them and you have, let's say you leveled up naturally in neutral, if you DP and kill them, then he comes in with level 7 on a fresh character. That is really incredibly, I cannot state how stupid I think this is actually. And of course, if you have 2 assists and they have full life and you DP Spark them, then they just die because you get 7 level ups in one combo. So this is incredibly strong, and you should really consider, if not playing a C assist with him, thinking about this, then at least having like one of the assists that make it easy for him to get 5 to 6 levels in a sparking combo, like Roshi or like Piccolo. I think it's a really big deal. I've been adding it to my play with him recently, and it definitely makes a difference. It makes a really big difference. Even if you don't kill him with the DP, you still have like, let's say you have only 1 assist, but you still went from level 0 to level 5 or 6, and that will make the instant kill much more threatening, much more often. And it's a very realistic way to get it in the game, as opposed to like doing it in box strings or like trying to get it in neutral, knocking them down and doing it. It's way more realistic, at least in my opinion right now, to use that to get the levels.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think in combos is the best way by far to get levels, by far. I think the thing that people will run into is like doing damage efficiently afterwards, like after you get the levels. And I think proper team builds, like Roshi is another good example. Roshi and Gogeta are great together because Roshi actually has a level 1, level 2. I think that's really helpful to do damage efficiently when you're leveling up and then trying to kill them, because when you use your super before level 7, you'll waste all your levels, and you're trying to avoid that. So if you Z change, the half circle, into your level 2 and to level 1, you can kind of kill them, have the level up Gogeta in the back, and then just murder them later. Like, I think that's really good.
Okay guys, hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully this helps you build a team with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As usual, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.